Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Tales of Gracie's F. In the last episode, we took over Asbel, now a young adult, as we tried to find out the reasons that a town was burnt down. And we also have our instructor Malik, who's a pretty cool dude, and now we're going to make our way over to Barona, which you may remember is the capital of Windor, in order to officially become a proper knight, which is very exciting. Anyway, in between episodes, I basically went up and down this road checking sparklies over and over again to see if I could find the card, which is the... What are they called again? Magna Cart, or whatever the hell they're called, which is a type of collectible in the game. I didn't get it, but I did fight a load of enemies, so we're pretty high level right now, me and Malik, which means I can go into most battles with a lot of confidence. Wow, seriously? More apple gels? I feel like taking these would be such a waste, but I'm not sure if there's any reason to come back to this room. Well, I mean, I guess I'm going to be back here when I'm going to inevitably try and find those cards myself, but I'm not going to make you guys sit through that, so don't you worry. Thankfully, while trying to search for the cards, it's a good excuse for grinding, so at least I have that to be thankful about. It's also something to be thankful about that someone decided to refill all of these chests from childhood. Maybe it was the monsters, maybe it was some random passerby, who knows, but I appreciate them refilling the chests nonetheless. Well, let's just do one more battle before going into Barona, apparently. Why not? It'll show you guys my power, which, as you can see, is pretty powerful. One last exercise before going into the city. Let's go. It's good to be back here again. I can't wait to see how much has changed since we were a child. Well, this is one thing that's certainly new. New discovery, Ice Pops. And new discovery, Characters Kit.
I have to admit, they sell the best Ice Pops at this place. I can't stop thinking about the way my hand shimmered back in the Orland Woods. What happened there? I should have asked the captain when I had the chance.
Hey, your ice pop's melting.
What? Crap, what a waste!
That's a tough break. Oh, look, I got a wind stick. Hey, shopkeeper, I'll take another.
Oh.
Stand down, Asbel. I'm not giving it to you.
Understood.
Oh, come on, Captain. Can't you show your subordinate a little bit of love? Some ice cream love? That sounds really dirty. You know what? Never mind. There's probably fan art of that online somewhere. Hey, miss, can I get another one? Oh, you're going to be a knight? Yes, Asbel. You've been going on about it since childhood. Wow, you passed the exam? Oh, congratulations! Care for a yummy ice pop? You know what? Yes, please, ma'am. Ice pop, a frozen treat that Barona is famous for. If it says win on the stick, the next one is free. Thank you. I'm glad to see that the captain is not a complete and utter stick in the mud. He gets really excited about really dumb things, which I kind of appreciate. Anyway, now that we're in the city, there's a few things that we need to do before moving on with the story. So, it's telling us to head to the bar right now, which means we will not be doing that, because Loose Cannon Kid who doesn't... Well, I mean, I guess we're not a Loose Cannon Kid anymore. We're more like a well-responsible adult, which is like the exact opposite of a Loose Cannon Kid. Well, anyway, no use thinking about it. The first thing that I want to do is go to the shop, and I'm going to buy 2 paralysis charms, because when you buy from shops now, you get a stamp card, and you get stamps. When you make a purchase at a shop, you'll sometimes get stamps on the stamp card associated with that town. For every 10 stamps that you receive, the town shops will band together and offer a special bargain item for your purchase. You can also earn stamps by selling items and jewelizing. So the idea is we want to buy until we've got 1 stamp card, so I need 5 more stamps. Might as well get a life bottle while we're at it, because that's always helpful. And Panacea bottles will also be super useful. I want more than 1, though. I'll get 5. And there we go. Got enough for 1 stamp card, which is all we need. I'll charge my elixir, and... Actually, you know what? I'll see what the new item we got is. Bread. Actually, we don't have any bread. I'll take... 6. 6 loaves of bread. Better eat those before they go off. Is there any new equipment also? Long sword, that's what I got equipped right now. Apparently the captain's unique accessory is cologne, which is interesting because I'm not sure what type of tactical benefit cologne will have other than making you smell nice, but to each their own, I guess. I mean, I guess if you have a strong enough pheromone, it could do weird, like, stuff on the enemy. More research needs to be put into development. Anyway, we got a couple of character skits right now, so let's start with the final exam.
You know, Asbel, I've been putting a lot of thought into this lately, but what is it that I can really teach you?
What's that, sir?
Some time ago, Victoria told me that you and I were different. She called us complete opposites, in fact.
I have never felt that way, sir.
Nor did I, but that didn't mean it couldn't be true. In fact, I even thought about withdrawing as your instructor.
Please know that I am deeply grateful for all that you have taught me, Captain.
Oh, so my guidance is no longer necessary, is it?
I didn't mean it like that.
Then before you cast me aside, let me ask you a question. Who will you fight for once you're a knight? Or rather, is there anyone you could fight for? Does that question make sense?
Yes, of course. I chose my answer to that question 7 years ago, and it remains the same. I would gladly give my life to protect the people dear to me.
Well said, Asbel. I see you are indeed my student.
Thank you, sir, and hopefully I can make amends for the one life that I wasn't able to save. But no use dwelling on the past.
I guess it's been a while since I've been shopping, because I didn't know about these stamp cards. Let's have a look here. Each city throughout the world uses its own stamp cards. You can collect stamps only in the city where a card was issued. When you buy or sell items at a shop, you earn stamps. When you collect enough stamps, you get... What? What do you get? These instructions really get you riled up. Oh, you get VIP privileges. Oh, come on! That could be anything! What a pain to have to keep hitting the same shops to collect stamps. But I am intrigued by these VIP privileges.
Was that the game making fun of itself for its own system? Like, it's self-aware that it's annoying that you have to keep on going to the same shops for different places? Huh. Well, that's weird. Anyway, while we're here at the inn, there's one more thing that I need to pick up, and I can't exactly remember which room it is that we need to go to. Does it still have seaweed? Yep, sure does. You know what? I'm not even going to question it at this point. Maybe it's just the inn's tradition. Or maybe they just keep on dating the same guy who really likes his seaweed wraps. Hey, to each their own. So if it's not in that room, then it should be in this room. We need to pick up this right here, the best princess stories, because we are the prettiest disco princess. A series of 5 books that collect stories around from... Let me try that again. A series of 5 books that collect stories about princesses from various worlds. But none of them are from a company called Disney. That would be weird. And also copyright. And this game would get their asses sued. I don't know why I made that connection. Seems kind of weird. Anyway. While we're also here, other things that I need to look out for is if we go over to this flower bed, we get some night lily seeds. Seeds of the night lily flower. And that will be useful for later. Just want to pick it up now while we're here. And the last thing I believe I need to pick up is right by the bar. Apparently I could just check, try entering treasure. What's this note about? Interesting. Wasn't the thing that I was coming to look for, but, Interesting. But yeah, we got a Moji-kun plushie. It's a stuffed toy of Moji. Whoever the hell that is. It's nice to have around when you're feeling lonely. Well, I'll take your word for that, video game, but for now, I believe that's everything that we need to do, so let's go inside the bar and have a good old merry time.
A toast in honor of Asbel Lunt's promotion and the start of a long and glorious career.
Cheers! Or, kanpai.
May the wind guide our blades.
Wait, this is a mystical land. We're not Japanese or... from Earth? Question mark? Oh, whatever.
May the wind guide our blades.
May the wind guide our blades.
Thank you, Captain. I hope to continue training under you even after I become a knight.
Relax, Asbel. This is a celebration. Let tomorrow take care of itself.
Being a knight is all I ever wanted. I need it, Captain. I need to be strong.
Nothing good can come from haste, Asbel.
When I left home, I swore to become strong. I swore I would never again fail to protect someone. So when I'm not training or fighting, I feel like I'm wasting time.
Seeking the strength to help others, eh? It's a noble goal, and if becoming a knight helps you achieve it, then so much the better. But there are some things even a knight cannot protect. You would do well to remember that.
Understood, sir.
All right, enough wool gathering. This is your celebration, so eat up.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Looks like we think alike, Asbel.
Whew. Thanks for the meal, Captain, but I can't eat another bite.
Good. Well, maybe next time we'll celebrate your entry into adulthood with my favorite cocktail.
Like I said before, sir, not a big drinker.
Come. We should return to the Knight Academy.
Of course. Seems like Malik has definitely got a bunch of experience underneath his belt. Almost makes me jealous. Anyway, what do we got over here? Royal Knights documents. Documents found at a bar in Verona. They bear the seal of the Royal Knights. Seems pretty, oh, what's the word? Irresponsible that someone just decided to leave it on the side of a bar. Could be important information, guys. Not something that any old bystander should see. Jesus. But I'll be a responsible young knight and return them. Excuse me? Welcome. How can I help you today? I would like to view my requests. Requests. Most inns contain requests for help from various townspeople. Once you have the desired items, hand them over to receive your reward. You'll also earn SP from requests, making them a great way to develop titles. Note that there is no time limit for completing requests. There are, however, I think there are some requests which are time-locked in terms of you have to do them by a certain point, I believe. But for now, since we can give away Decaying Fangs, we might as well do that. And then I'm also going to return these Knights documents. And that's the important one. So, you're the one who fulfilled my request. I appreciate it. Oh, dude, Asbel, she's pretty good looking. Okay, come on, you got this, bro. Don't mess up. Not at all, ma'am. Real smooth, dude. Nailed it. If you don't mind me asking. Go on, out with it. Well, how could you lose such important papers? You know what? I was thinking the same thing. I'm sorry to be blunt, but it just seems so unlike you. Well, someone's feeling cocky today. Is it because Malik is telling everyone you're a shoo-in for knighthood? No, ma'am, I would never... It's just, I mean, well, I noticed that it was a letter of reassignment. You should really stop obsessing about yourself for a change and pay attention to the world around you. The current Royal Guard is an utter disaster, and this document is proof. Wait, are you going to be part of the Royal Guard? That's great! A reassignment at a time like this just means they need warm bodies to fill positions, nothing more. Now get out of here. I think you've meddled in the affairs of others enough for one day. Wait! One last thing. Was Captain Malik selected for the Royal Guard as well? Why would you mention his name? Ouch. I forgot Major Victoria was always butting heads with Captain Malik, wasn't she? I'm sorry, ma'am. I didn't mean to bring up any unpleasant memories. No, that's not the point. Ma'am? Wait, are you upset because the two of you might be separated if you move on and he doesn't? Haha, wait, what am I saying? That'd be the day. Will you please just zip it already? Remember this, Asbel. Lant, you are my pupil. As your instructor, I forbid you to speak of anything we just discussed. Yes, ma'am. My reassignment has yet to be publicly announced, so you mustn't speak a word of this to anyone. Understood? Don't you disappoint me. Understood, ma'am. I think she's a little bit out of her league at Asbel, but we've acquired the new title, Teacher's Pet. So if we complete important requests, sometimes we'll get new titles for characters, which is very exciting. But that's all of the side stuff that we need to do right now, so let's head over to Knights Academy.
Oh my goodness. Could it be that it's really you, Asbel?
No, wait. Then, Sheria. Sheria, it's you.
Yes.
I can't believe it. This is crazy. I haven't seen you in 7 years. What are you doing here? When did you arrive?
A little while ago.
You should have told me. I could have picked you up.
Didn't you get the letter?
Letter?
Your mother sent you a letter begging you to come home.
Oh. Well, I was on a mission. I haven't been here for a while. Wait a minute. Did something happen?
Lord Aston passed away.
What? You mean to tell me that my father is gone? What are you talking about? What happened?
Calm down, Asbel. You're Sheria, right? Let's talk about this inside. Please, both of you follow me. Asbel, pull yourself together, all right?
My father... dead? The border dispute between Lant and Fendel has turned desperate. Your father is having difficulty coping with the situation. Please come home before the fighting takes an even more serious turn. I had no idea things were so bad.
We waited to hear from you, but then Lord Aston perished in battle. With Lady Carrie bedridden from exhaustion and grief, it fell to me to track you down. Captain Malik, I've also been entrusted with a message for the Knights. Will you hear it? Lant humbly requests the assistance of His Majesty's Royal Knights in her struggle against tyranny.
The domains of Windor hold great autonomy compared to other nations. They're independent states, in all but name. This makes it difficult for the Knights to intervene in disputes. I see the right of your cause, but things may be difficult.
My grandfather said much the same thing. It seems we can only pray the dispute does not escalate into all-out war.
I will speak with the other knights, but I make no guarantees. This is a matter most grave, and perhaps they'll feel differently upon hearing the full story.
We are in your debt, Captain.
Asbel,
Sir?
I trust you to be the knight's eyes and ears in this matter. Return to your home and assess the situation. We need to understand what's really happening. You'll also want to pay respects to your father and look in on Lady Carey. She needs you now more than ever. Go to her and give her what comfort you can.
Understood.
I must return to Lant as well.
Then you and Asbel should travel together. Send word if you need any assistance, and I'll let you know if I learn anything on my side as well.
Well, this is sure to not get awkward at all. Got my letter from Mom. A letter from Carey explaining the perils of facing Lant right now. Oh boy. Well, this is going to be a fun trip. So, we finally get to see the inside of the Knight Academy. And it's pretty lavish, all things concerned. I guess I'll make my way out of here. But first, it appears to be that this treasure chest requires a password somehow related to this location. Well, if you guys may remember, on the in request board, well, it wasn't an in request, but actually it was the bar, wasn't it? Sorry, the bar request, but whatever board it was, I don't even know. It said that the password could be related to the word treasure. And by that I mean the password, it's treasure. It told us the password. I don't know why. I don't know why someone decided to leave a treasure password on a board randomly for someone to find. But I'm not gonna say no to it. And we got an elixir, a cure-all said to ensure long life and eternal youth. It restores full HP even if you're KO'd. Very useful, and probably in true JRPG fashion will never get used until the very, very end of the game. I've gone pretty good with that recently, actually. In actually using high-powered elixir items and such. God, it looks like I could pull this sword right out of the stone. Kind of sad that I can't. Don't really need to save right now. Man, this knight's ground is huge. There's an old instructor over there. Let's keep our distance. He looks dangerous. This girl also looks terrified of him. Or her. I can't go any further. There's this really scary instructor. Asbel Lant can take down many a foe and beasts in the wild. One old instructor. It's apparently too much to handle. And also, while we're here, I believe if we go over to the left... Yes, this statue right here of this very smug-looking man doing a pose and flexing. We got the headmaster's bust. Okay, whatever you say, dude. Time out of mind.
I don't remember seeing this statue before.
They built it 5 years ago, so you wouldn't have been around. It's actually the first headmaster of the Knight Academy.
7 years. Has it really been that long?
Yeah, so, how have you been? I mean, sorry. I know you were pretty sick back then, and...
Cut it out, okay? Why don't we dispense with the small talk? We need to focus on the matters at hand.
Yeah, alright.
Yeah, oh, why do I feel like I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place right now? I mean, can't really blame her, considering we lied. And that may have caused some, problems. Yeah. This is going to be a fun trip back to Lant. But before we go to our port and set sail, there is one more sub-event that we can do if we head towards the castle. So how about we take care of that? Which way was it to the castle? Crap, I can't even remember. What's it? No, because up here's the bar? No, because the bar's down below. Damn it! I'm getting the layout of this place wrong in my head. Yeah, no, of course the castle will be up near the top. That just makes sense. Anyway, sir, you doing your job properly?
Who are you? Unless you have business here, I must ask you to leave at once.
Wait, have a look at this ring.
Oh, God, we still have that.
It's a ring. So what?
What do you mean, so what?
I guess it doesn't work anymore.
Are you hard of hearing? Make like a bakery cart and haul buns.
That's a new one.
If we could just talk to Richard, he might be able to order the knights to be deployed. I guess it's not as easy as when we were kids, huh?
I guess not.
Oh, come on, Sherrier, I tried. I really tried. I know you're mad, and you kind of have the right to be mad. And, you know, maybe we should have made amends. Maybe a little bit. Maybe we can do it on this trip. Yeah, that's not going to happen. If we're going to save this relationship, it will have to be a one step at a time type of deal. But, hope you're feeling better. You seem less sick, so, you know, that's a good start. I'm going to head towards the boat. No, wait, port was to the west and then down again, so I should probably do that. Yeah, it was right over here. I remember the layouts of cities. What are you talking about? Man, it's kind of nuts to try and get a grasp of the scale of this. Because with JRPG towns, I've always find that they struggle with scale. And by that, I mean they struggle to... Because they don't want it to be too huge. Because they don't want, you know, to overwhelm the player with loads of useless locations that you can go to. But at the same time, this is a capital, so it's supposed to be huge. So, you know, you get that sort of discrepancy. But I understand that this place is supposed to be huge because they give you a lot of vistas to look at, and I appreciate that. Anyway, Captain, this is the boarding dock for the ferry between Verona and Lant. Would you like to board? Huh, apparently costs the same as when we were kids. Go figure. Let's go to Verona. Or Lant. You know what I meant. We'll be departing shortly. The option from the menu confused me there for a second, not gonna lie. Wonder how much the town has changed since I've been gone. Hopefully it hasn't changed too much. And if it has changed, it'll be for the better.
Once we reach land, I'll look into hiring a turtles transport. You must be exhausted after so much travel.
Thank you, but I'm fine, really.
But what about your illness?
It's gone. It disappeared 7 years ago, just after everything happened.
Really? I mean, that's great. Right?
Now I'm stronger than almost everyone I know.
7 years. Maybe Sophie is watching over us somehow. I'm glad you're better, Sheria.
Thanks. Me too.
Ouch. Don't worry, Asbel. You did your best. Oh, man. Hopefully we can patch up this friendship somehow. But, looks like this port hasn't changed much. Was there any... I remember talking to this kid and getting something. I like to go out and hunt for Creus. I could sell it to old people and then go buy candy. Isn't that the exact same thing that you said last time, 7 years ago? Or was it that... Or are you like a sibling to that person? Huh. Sometimes I find weird cards and other junk too. Well, if you ever find those cards, could you give them to me? I'm a collector. Now I'm curious to see if the old couple's still in here. No, wait, it wasn't the old couple. It was the sailor who's always sleeping during the day. Apparently, he's still always sleeping during the day. Yeah, we've been married 7 years, and that lazy, good-for-nothing husband of mine keeps on sleeping all the time. Bother me later, I'm tired. You're doing God's work, buddy. Or at least, a captain's work. Anyway, seems like things are looking good so far. So, on the next episode of Let's Play Tales of Gracie's F, we'll travel back to Lant with Sheria, and then see what the situation is like. So, if you enjoyed this episode, remember to like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.